5 tips to study more effectively. Managing all the classwork and other obligations can be very stressful, especially in the beginning when we're trying to figure things out. With time, the student can figure out what techniques work for them and help them be more productive. For example, I like to change the room I'm studying in because being in a new environment really helps me refresh. Also, studying in a coffee shop does not work well for me because of the loud music and other distractions. In today's video, I will share 5 tips that help me manage my schoolwork and always submit the assignments on time and do well on quizzes. Tip number 1. Write a plan. When students have multiple assignments to work on, they usually get stressed thinking how to finish everything, but they end up not getting any work done. They might even end up wasting time on their screen devices because they're overwhelmed and don't know where to start from. The first step is to write down all the tasks you need to get done. If you have other things you're worried about or concerned with, you can also write them out so you can start with a clear mind. The next step is to have time periods of when you'll be studying. For example, you can set 3 to 4 p.m. and 7 to 8 p.m. as your study periods and finish one assignment for each of the 2 periods. When you're setting your study sessions, make sure to add about 10 minutes extra after each session so you're not overwhelmed or falling behind. Tip number 2, have short breaks. To avoid burning out, make sure to give yourself 10 to 15 minutes break for every 2 hours of work to grab a snack or chat with a friend. You can go outside to get some fresh air or walk around and stretch out. Tip number 3, study more effectively by spending less time but with more quality. Many students open the book or the laptop, but they quickly engage in other activities such as searching random things on the internet or talking to a friend. While they might think that they're using their time to study, a lot of it is wasted with other distractions or just feeling overwhelmed or even complaining. Make sure that you study for less time, but make sure that every minute counts. You can remind yourself that you will have a break after the study period to have fun without being busy or even worrying about the schoolwork. Tip number 4, take the first step. The first step can be the hardest to take, but it gets easier as you study more. Sometimes, the hardest part of studying is to open the book or to write the first paragraph of the essay. This is because your mind is still preoccupied with other things and you might keep getting distracted, which is why quality studying is more important than the time you spend with the book. Try to spend only 10 minutes with focusing on the subject, and you will notice that you can be very productive for the rest of the time period. To make sure your mind is not distracted, you can write down all the things you're thinking about to put them on the hold and tell yourself that you will get back to them after you finish your study. Tip number 5, reward yourself. Every time you get a lot of work done or you stick to the plan, you should recognize your achievement and have a small reward, such as treating yourself for a cup of coffee or a snack. It can be anything you enjoy doing, so that you're encouraged to get your work done. These were all the tips that helped me do well in school. Please share in the comments below which technique worked best for you and if you have other tips that help you do well. Thank you all for watching and I hope you enjoyed it.